sub O, H sub A. What'd you say? I just didn't hear you. A, yeah. I'm not criticizing you, I just didn't hear you.
Oh, it's less than.
Yep. Megan, you get a prize. You're like, oh, I couldn't. Yes. All right, so this one is mu is greater than or equal to 13. You want, I wonder if you want an animal or basketball.
What kind of animals are we talking?
I think that they used to be reptiles, but then like they're not reptiles, and that was dinosaur day.
Oh, God. We just did an assignment in Clark's about dinosaurs.
Oh my gosh. Well, you'll have to run in there and tell him immediately.
Yeah, probably.
Run into his class right now and be like, stop everything! I assume you're going to want to come up and check these out personally.
Ooh, that one with like the spiky crown thing.
The Triceratops?
What is?
Very much so. I can't tell. I guess these are not the same dinosaur. Slightly different one. Why won't you stand up, man? Having some problems
He's
today?
tired. He is old, remember?
He is old. He's like extinct. Okay, your brother can stand there. There's this one.
Assumes that they're siblings.
This one. What's up with you? You're not a good walker?
Yeah, I definitely.
I can just see David right now in my 6th hour, like watching this part and being like,
Skip. It's the skip one. Skip.
all right. Sorry, David. All right. So, next question. Is this suppose I have it on the other side. Step 3 is find the standardized test statistic. Oh, by the way, we might as well identify, is this left-tailed, right-tailed, two-tailed? Mm-hmm. You always got to look at that H sub A. So x bar minus mu over sigma divided by the square root of n. Let's see, the sample time has a sample mean of 12.9. Nice. But they say it's less than 13. So here's a question. Why can't I just say, yeah, 12.9 is less than 13? We did it.
I forgot. You told us yesterday, but I forgot.
Right, because, I mean, 12.9 is pretty close to 13, so it could be equal to 13. You see what I'm saying? This is just a sample. We could have a weird sample, so is it far enough, is it far enough below 13 for it really to count? I don't know why I put the square root of n, that should be the square root of 32. All right, put it in your calculator, make sure that you have parentheses on the top and the bottom. You guys get negative 2.98?
Yes.
And that's a z-score. All right, now we have to, is the next step looking it up? Yep.
So what do you look up?
We're going to look up a z-score of negative 2.98. Now, it really helps draw a picture on this step. Maybe we want to go back to step 4 on the other side and write, drawing a picture helps on this one. That's under step 4. Mitchell said this was a left-tailed test. Okay, and this is negative 2.98. So we need to find the area to the left of negative 2.98 on A16.
.002.
2.98.
Oh wait. Oh, wait, never mind, it's 0.0014.
Yeah. 0.0014, and that's our p-value. Which is step 5. Now, step 6 is comparing the p-value to alpha. Alpha right here is in the problem, it's 0.01. So which one's bigger? This one's the p-value, this one's alpha. Alpha's bigger. And if alpha is bigger, that means that we do what? What happens if the p-value is less than alpha? Look at the other side of the sheet. If p is less than alpha, what do we do? Reject. So we're going to reject the null. Which means I'm going to reject this one. And then what does that mean for the claim? This time.
Accept.
Yep. Does everybody understand that I'm not just randomly saying, like, I think you guys understand that why I said reject the null, but do you understand why I'm saying accept the claim?
Because it's the opposite.
Right, because this time the claim happens to be the H sub A. That's why I think it's really easy if you just cross out the one that you rejected. Makes it a little easier.
So, how do you get the, oh, okay, so if H sub O is mu is greater than or equal to 13, and then it says in the problem that, or wait, how can the null and the claim be the same thing?
Like it could say, in this problem, they could say that it takes you at least 13 seconds to change the tires on this car. And at least means greater than or equal to.
Oh, okay, so if the claim is greater than or equal to?
Then we would have rejected the claim.
And then, wait, but how is the null the same thing then?
The null is just whichever one has an equals to sign.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to accept the claim that the time it takes in the pit is less than 13 seconds. Do you want to try doing the next one for a prize? Okay. When you look it up, because this one is going to be an equals to problem, you see how this one says that the mean cost of surgeries is, that's an equals to right there. When you look it up, the p-value is you taking whatever area is in that tail and multiplying by 2. So don't forget that, okay?